Hello there. So today I have 5 products here that I use all the time. They have replaced other Holy Grail products that have been in my life for a long time, and I wanted to share them with you. I did a video like this a few months ago. You guys really liked it, found it helpful, and I felt like I needed to do this before I did my Holy Grail products video. Let me know if you guys still want to see that, by the way. But yeah, these have just worked their way into my life. I use them on a regular basis, and the products that I was in love with for so long, I either don't use at all anymore or I just don't use as much. If this is your first time here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before the end of this video. And also if you've just never hit that subscribe button for some reason and you're just watching my videos. So let's go ahead and get into these 5 products. Really quickly before I get started, I do have a Gorjana jewelry code down below in the description box for you guys. I know a lot of you really enjoy the Gorjana jewelry that I wear. That is what I'm wearing today, and there is a coin necklace that I'm wearing too that you can barely see. I have so much of their stuff. I love it. So you can get to the site through that link below and look around, see if there's anything you like. I just wanted to let you know that I do have that code. It's good through May 10th. If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you probably have heard me mention at some point MAC Subculture lip pencil. I have been using this off and on for probably 25 years. It has been in my life that long, and it's still in my life, but I don't wear it like I used to. I just find the texture a little bit dry and not as comfortable as some other lip pencils that I like. What I love about the shade is that it's just that perfect pinky peachy nude that goes with so many lip shades that I love. Clearly not the one I'm wearing today. And while I love Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude and Pillow Talk lip liners and Love Trap as well, those 3 shades do not substitute for this shade. They don't work for what I want MAC Subculture to do. So what I realized was that I was reaching for the Urban Decay 24/7 liners in either Start Naked or Naked 2. I just feel like these give me that effect, but they are so much more comfortable. They glide on easier and they last just as long on my lips without being drying. I love the formula of the Urban Decay 24/7 liners, and clearly I have used this one up. This is Naked 2. I don't even have Naked anymore because I used it up, and Start Naked is definitely shorter than it once was. So for this shade, these have definitely catapulted to Holy Grail status over MAC Subculture in terms of texture and just me reaching for them. My T-zone gets shiny during the day, sometimes, quite frequently in the summer here because I live in a very hot and humid area, and so I keep a touch-up blotting powder with me during the day just to help blot that shine when it happens. I usually blot with a blotting sheet, and then I will touch up with a translucent pressed powder. And for years, I fluctuated between 2 translucent powders. I used either Laura Mercier or Shiseido, both of which are really, really nice. But a new one came out and took both of their places, and I just haven't looked back. I find this just works really, really well for me. This is the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder. Now, I did have to insert my own little poof in here because it doesn't come with one, but I just find that this actually does look translucent, and it just seems to blot the shine in such an invisible way without adding any powdery look at all. It's really a beautiful powder. I know a lot of people actually set their makeup with this too. I just keep this in my purse. It lives in my purse. It looks white, but it just doesn't put out any color at all. It's totally invisible. The name Invisimatte is true for this powder. I could be wrong, but I feel like it lasts longer than the other 2 powders do for me. I haven't had to replace it yet, actually, and it's been in my purse for a really long time. And maybe I'm just using it less because my makeup is setting better. I don't know. But this is such a great powder. I'm just not sure if I'm ever going to stray away from it. It's really, really good. For years and years and years, I used the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess bronzer. It was really just beautiful, and I think it's still around. I'm not sure, but it's a lovely bronzer. It really is. And I guess I never really found a steady bronzer, if you will. until the past few years. And I've found two that are the most steady in my collection that have totally replaced that bronzer for me. A few of you can guess what they are. The first is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in Tan-Tastic, and the second is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. I actually have backups of both of these waiting for me because I just love them so much. I have a drawer full of bronzers and love these the most, and they're different from each other. The Becca has a little bit of a glowy sheen to it, but just enough to add a subtle radiance. It doesn't look sparkly. It just gives a great sun-kissed look. And I feel like the Marc Jacobs in Tan-Tastic looks like a neutral, natural bronzer when you just want that everyday bronzer that can double up as a contour. So the Becca has a little bit more warmth to it, whereas the Marc Jacobs has a little bit more of a neutral tone, and it is matte. You get a lot more product with the Marc Jacobs. You get 0.8 ounces, whereas with the Becca you get 0.25. But you know, I love them both. I will continue to use them both. Even though I have other bronzers, these two are the ones that I use the most. I had run out of the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, but I had a ton of other bronzers, so it didn't seem right to repurchase it, but it was always in the back of my mind because I loved it so much. But after getting these two, it's never, ever entered my mind again. So when my channel first started, I talked a lot about two specific pinky brown neutral blushes that I wore all the time. Cargo Tonga and Tarte Exposed. I love them, I adored them, but I find that I just don't reach for them that much anymore. I still think they're super flattering. I still think they're beautiful. I know a lot of you wear them. As a beauty content creator, a beauty YouTuber, you start to gather a lot of products over the years. And as you start trying new products, some other products get pushed to the side, whether it's for shade or for formula or, you know, just trying new things. And that's kind of what happened here. So I would wear those two blushes to give me that neutral pinky brown look that kind of went with everything. And I've just found instead of reaching for those, I have been reaching for the Buxom Wanderlust blush in the shade Seychelles. I just can't tell you how much I have been reaching for this, and it needs to be noted. Although this is not my Holy Grail blush overall, so this isn't what I would put in my Holy Grails video, but it needs to be here because it has replaced two Holy Grail pinky brown nude blushes. It's a beautiful formula. This is a primer infused blush, so the formula just applies super smoothly and wears beautifully. I can't seem to get enough of it, so I had to put that in this video for sure. And I love the packaging too. There was something very clunky about the Cargo Tonga packaging that always bothered me. So this just kind of gives me everything I'm looking for. So anyway, those are 5 products that have replaced Holy Grail products for me, and I thought you should know about it. And if you have not seen my other Holy Grail products I've replaced video, I will have it linked here for you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.